You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
We're so excited about this. Wild Turkey, their creative director, Matthew McConaughey, announces the launch of an exclusive gig, Wild Turkey Discovery Series acoustic sessions. There's a mysterious twist to this as well, and Aussies have to find out where it is, so we need to speak to the man himself. Have we got him up there? Where is that beautiful man, Matthew McConaughey?
Hello, gang.
Is that the beautiful Matthew McConaughey? How are you, sir?
I've got the filters on the camera. It's working.
Yeah, you look good. You look good, man. You look like you've got a sunny day outside. I mean, normally you're kind of in more of a ranch setting with a bookcase behind you, but this is a different desk. Where are you?
You know, the fun things you can do with these green screens, right? I might be right next door to you, all right?
You're on the toilet, aren't you?
Actually, I reckon we spoke to you a year or two ago when you it's the first time you ever got on Instagram. You started your Instagram account. Have you worked out how to use the filters? You don't need a filter, McConaughey. You don't need one at all, but do you use them every now and then?
I got people that make good suggestions sometimes. Even my wife's like, yeah, you might want to put that filter on there, buddy boy. No, I don't think about it too much unless something gets back to me like, have a look at this. You might want to use a filter next time.
Nothing worse. You know what? I don't know what it is, but my wife she'll have a crack at me and say, well, never ever post without swiping left. I mean, at least give me Paris or New York. I don't know why they have those names, though. Is everything kind of white in Paris?
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not sure. I'm confused by that.
Is that it?
That's it.
I'm not even sure what you are talking about, so maybe I don't know these filters you're talking about.
Welcome once again to Instagram.
Hey, do you know, this is what I want to talk about. Let's transport in front of a fire late at night. We're sitting with Matthew McConaughey. We're having a long ranch. We're having some wild turkey, and you get out the acoustic guitar because we're excited about this, the Wild Turkey Discovery Series acoustic session, and you can go to wildturkeymusic.com.au by November 13 to enter your guess for the location and get involved with this one. But I could see you at the end of the night, McConaughey, actually just grabbing the axe, the guitar, and just strumming a bit of Johnny Cash. I don't know. Have you done this before?
I've strummed a little Willie Nelson, a little Johnny Cash before, but mainly my go-to is I'll grab a djembe or some congas or something where I can keep rhythm with whoever has the guitar.
Oh, okay.
And, after midnight, you find many new instruments. Somebody picks up a bottle and a pan and a fork and starts tapping, and you got it going.
There's a wooden spoon on a saucepan. I had no idea.
Hey, that'll work. That will work. I don't know what the name of that instrument is, but I played it and heard it and liked it.
Were you ever in a band in high school, or were you a part of a musical act?
No, I wasn't. My brother was. My middle brother he'd come home and wake me up. Obviously, he had to be home at like midnight for his curfew, and I'm 12 years old, unable to go out. But he'd come home, wake me up. We'd go sit in his 81 Z28, and he'd turn me on to rock and roll and music, and we'd sit in the driveway till from midnight to 3 in the morning.
Oh, my God.
Just listening to rock and roll. He did anyway. That was a guy who introduced music. He was in a band, but I was not.
Were they any good? Did they have any luck?
No, they just had fun.
Yeah.
And he had, he had the hair flipped down. He could flip his hair back. That sold some tickets.
Was there a band that changed your life, Matthew, growing up? Was it like a Led Zeppelin or anything like that? You just went, wow, this is it. I've found it.
Well, look, to this day, my favorite elbow grease rock and roll band's right there from your little island, AC/DC. And then that led me into really appreciating and jamming to another rock and roll rhythm band, being the Cult.
Oh, yes.
So rock and roll was there for me. But then as far as sort of folk rock, something maybe a little closer here to Boy and Bear would be, I grew up on a lot of Mellencamp. That's the guy who shaped my Americana, my own patriotism, my own means of how I kind of try to approach the world at a young age. I would listen to him every Sunday when I washed my truck in the driveway. So that guy was a lot of the lyrics in my childhood.
Did you ever get to meet John Cougar?
Dude, not only did I meet him, check this out. So I've been to about 6 of his concerts, and then I'm 18 years old. He comes to Houston to an amphitheater. Well, every show, he calls someone up out of the crowd to come sing Jack and Diane with him. Guess who he picks this day in Houston?
No way.
This kid.
I
get up there, sing Jack and Diane with him. Then, this is before Days Confused. Then I go to Hollywood get whatever famous, and they go, anything you want to do? I was like, do you guys represent Mellencamp? They're like, yes, we do. A week later, I get called in to go in a video of his and meet him and tell him that story. And he and I have been friends since.
Oh, I love that. It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Wow. So you followed his career when it exploded, and then he followed you when he was a bit older and you're young and yours exploded.
Hey, he's been a buddy of mine since. I think he just turned 70. He doesn't not make as much music, but he's doing a lot of painting now.
Do you know who I just discovered? And I'm really, really late to the party. Music that you'd be into was Bruce Springsteen. I don't know why. I heard a version of Dancing in the Dark, and I thought, my God, who is this guy? And the lyrics and the music.
Right.
I know how late I am on this, but I've just kicked into gear with Bruce Springsteen.
Dude, right on. But isn't that cool when you find somebody that everyone's like, well, duh.
Yeah.
But you know who I've had different like summers with, and who I still get reintroduced to great music by, even though it's been around a while, is Bob Dylan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, Highway
Always.
61 Revisited doesn't get any better than that.
No, it's
and
magic.
I just got turned on to that like 5 years ago.
Wow. Mate, well, you know what I love about you as well? And now through Wild Turkey, you're searching for Australian music again, not just AC/DC, but you've discovered Boy and Bear, who we love here in Australia, which are just magnificent. I mean, Southern Sun is one of their greatest songs of all time. Actually, Wippa, you had one of their songs, a cover that they did at your wedding.
Yeah, you know, we, my wife and I, Lisa, the first time we were sitting down and we sort of looked at each other and realised that we were in love, Boy and Bear were doing a version of a song called Fall at Your Feet. And then this became our song on our wedding day. So the minute they did the I Do's, we played this Boy and Bear song. And it was just, it was meant to be. The sound is phenomenal. Yeah. And I believe she still loves me 9 years later. I believe.
Well, turn that song back on. It'll take her right back to that night.
That's what I need to do. I mean, we sleep in separate bedrooms at the moment, but that's another issue, Matt. We're working on that. We're working on that.
Have you spoken to the boys from Boy in Bed? This is a huge... I mean, for you to pick them, personally pick them, they must be over the moon, Matty.
Well, it's pretty cool. I have not spoken to them personally, but look, their music... I've listened to it when I'm having my own sip of Wild Turkey. I mean, our whole campaign is kind of called Trust Your Spirit. We like to ask the question, hey, get people to ask themselves, what if? And then we all know that the fun with what if is what it takes to get to, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, but they're fellow seekers, curious. Some dudes on the discovery track looking for new adventures, and that works with Wild Turkey, and that works with this whole event, because not only are they going to play, but the Australians that want to go see them, we have sort of a scavenger hunt for how you figure out the clues to find out where they're going to play.
You got to work out where they are.
Yes, go to wildturkeymusic.com.au and get involved with that. It's going to be massive.
Matty, this campaign that you've done and with Wild Turkey and the way you've supported, I love the fact that it's been picking unique things for a few years now to be celebrated in Australia. But what you're doing is not only learning about it for yourself, but you're also exposing it for everybody else here in Australia. Although it's often in our backyard, we're not completely across it. So it's really great that you've been part of this journey where we're learning about our own land.
Well, if you look at one consistency of everything we've done, you know, it's getting people outdoors. That's harder to do. We forget to do it. You know, we forget to do it all the time. So if we can set up something that's going to be fun, entertaining, and a little adventurous, and it gets you outdoors for a memorable weekend or memorable night, we think that's some fun value, you know.
Well, you're not just an ambassador, you're a creative director for Wild Turkey. You want to get involved. This is the thing. You want to be involved with these ideas. What we'd love about you as well, creatively as well. Can we talk about ad campaigns as well? Because, Matty, you are a very busy man. You've just announced that you'll be teaching script-to-screen classes for University of Texas students. You're going behind the scenes of commercials. What was your first commercial?
My first commercial.
Can you remember?
What? For maybe Al's Formal Wear, a tuxedo company in Longview, Texas.
What a formal
maybe it was a print ad. I don't know. But the filter was good. There was a good filter.
Yeah. Swipe left for Paris.
You know, no, I started a class there that I've been teaching for a few years called Script to Screen about film.
Yeah.
Where we take students serious film students through the original script all the way to what it took to get to the final picture. So this year we're starting up script to screen for commercials because I work as an advisor and a creative director with a couple of different companies. And so the experience of where the idea for an ad comes from, what the company's trying to sell, what they want to get across, and what the ad actually ends up being, plus measuring did it work is something that we're going to show students, advertising students in this class.
Oh, this could be a
great idea. Fitzy and I have done a little bit of work in ads ourselves. Quite often on the show, when we have nothing to do, we'll create a product out of absolutely nothing and then try and come up with a creative marketing angle.
Well, there was an aroma that we came up with a few years ago, Matthew, and we want it to be for women and for men as well.
And for dogs and for cats.
And for anyone. So it was generic. It was a generic aroma that we created, and we needed a French sort of tinge to it, so we called it GÉNÉRIC.
French for generic.
It's French for generic, and we put an ad together. Now, I don't know if you can see on your screen there. We might play this for you and get your thoughts on it. Is that okay?
Let's play it.
All right.
You put that French accent on a word, it's like a filter.
All right, here we go. Here's GÉNÉRIC.
Cover your eyes.
Seduction. Fascination.
Opulence.
Temptation.
That guy sipping on officer. This is outstanding, man.
Unacceptable.
Very cold day.
Yes. Your attention to detail. Where is this item? Look how great of a time that is in our way.
It's French for generic.
Oh, there it
A
is.
fragrance from Fitzy Wippa.
Who wouldn't want to put that on?
Well, do you know what? It was described as having the scent of maybe cat's piss and a very good toilet spray.
But I mean, you know, you're selling dreams there. I mean, right? Your life's in black and white. You get to lay there with as much hair on your back of your arms as you want. The beautiful someone and pet the dog. It's a world where you're running around in Speedos in black and white, and hey, you're having the best laughs with your mate smoking a pipe and a turtleneck.
Yeah.
Probably couldn't shoot
All
that
in the
one
same
there.
day.
Well, in the same day. It's a bit of busy day.
There was a nude scene in there as well. Actually, have you ever filmed a nude scene, Matty? Have you? What's the most we've seen of McConaughey in a movie?
Oh, you talking about skin-wise?
Yeah,
Yeah.
skin-wise.
Well, probably Magic Mike.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, playing a male stripper, that's about it. Yeah.
That'll do it, not Buster Moon.
That'll pretty much make you have to take your pants off.
Oh, man. Do you know what we've been celebrating here, Matty? Is a guy by the name of Ned Brockman, right? And this has been unbelievable. We've been, celebrating it all week because he's just run, and you've been to Australia, you know Australia. He's run from Perth to Bondi, right?
Yeah, so from WA
Here
all
in
the way
Sydney.
over to Sydney. He's ran all across Australia.
Yeah, he's run around about 100 kilometres a day, so more than 2 marathons a day to get here in the fastest time ever recorded.
Yeah.
Wow.
It took him 47 days, 46 and a half days, and he's travelled just under 4,000 kilometres, and he ran the whole way,
Ran the entire way. If Matthew,
That's incredible.
Yeah, it is. If Matthew McConaughey had to hang his hat on anything physical that he's achieved as a sportsman or as a junior, what is your proudest moment, mate? What would it be?
What have I done? Look, I'm told this is odd, and I guess by the numbers it is. But I've had 4 holes in ones in golf.
No, you haven't.
My first two were 11 days apart. My third one was there in your country, outside of Warnerville, a local country club. And then my fourth, all 4 came within 4 years. First 4 years of surfing.
Wow.
That sounds like Kim Jong-un. Didn't he get 11 in a row?
No, he did in one round. He did.
We don't know whether to believe that.
Did he get 11 in a row?
Yeah.
in one game.
No one else can confirm it, though. He's the only one, and no one wants to question him.
No, you never question it.
Hey, that's all right. When they make the golf hole the size of a school bus, you can get 11 in a row.
But not many get one in a lifetime. You dream of that, and you got 4 in 4 years. That's phenomenal.
Got 4 in 4 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, well, you also own your own soccer team now as well, which is unbelievable. Austin FC, you're part owner of that one. I want to ask you, Ryan Reynolds has now gone into one as well, and there's whispers going around that you might be setting up a friendly between the two teams.
We spoke about it the other day, and it makes all kinds of sense. So we're looking forward to making that hopefully happen next year.
Oh, that'd be great.
Is he just following you now? I mean, you started it first. It's already been done. Did you tell him that?
No, I don't know who started it first.
Yeah, but
Did I? I don't know. But hey, by the way, Austin FC, for any of you Australian soccer fans over there, our second year, we finished second to last in our inaugural year last year. This year, we not only made the playoffs, we got home field advantage, and we won our first playoff game, and we're going to the second round of the playoffs this weekend. Austin FC.
Oh, well done. Are you still banging the drum before the game? Do you get out there?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
See, the difference between you and
Ryan
Reynolds in Wrexham, he's been caught out because he absolutely has no idea about the game. So he's sitting there yelling from the stands, but he's making all the wrong calls because he doesn't get the game. So you've got to step ahead there.
That guy knows comedy.
Oh, doesn't he? Hey, we're big fans, of course, at home. I've got a 7, a 6, and a 2.5-year-old. We're big Sing fans. We love Buster Moon, mate. And we sit down.
Yeah, thank you.
And I reckon it's the one consistent film over the first and the second that we just can't get enough of. It's like, if in doubt, what are we going to watch? Let's put Sing on. Will there be Sing 3?
We're discussing it.
Great.
Look, first one did well. Second one did well. We had some pandemic, so a lot of films didn't do as well as they wanted to during that. But there's discussions about a third one. It's a really cool franchise, and
I love it.
And we've got a cool fan base, like you said, watches it multiple times. And so we're discussing it.
Everyone in the film, too, becomes a character within the house. So you're pointing out.
Oh, yeah?
amazing.
Who's your favorite?
Well,
I know who my favorite is.
I like the gorilla. I do like the gorilla. I love Buster Moon.
Taron Egerton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Lisa is the elephant.
Yeah.
But the smart-ass little mouse, that's Jack, our 6-year-old. Suits the role perfectly.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, Matty, we are so excited. Any plans to come out to our great country again? Are you talking? Are you busy at the moment, or what's going on?
Pretty busy at the moment. But as I think I've been there since last time we talked, I believe, anyway. Yeah. But it's usually going to take me a job. My son, who's really getting into surfing, cannot wait for me to get him over there. Yeah. He knows more about that country, almost especially on the coast, than I do. So he and I went over there. We've already been there a couple times. Yeah. He's ready to go there for an extended stay. So it'll be that, or it'll be work.
Well, we're excited about this, Boy and Bear. And for anyone else that wants to get involved with the Wild Turkey Discovery Series acoustic session, you need to go to wildturkeymusic.com.au. Do it by November 30. You got to guess the location, and you can get involved. Along with Boy and Bear, there's going to be some amazing acts. This is great. So we're really looking forward to this.
Why don't we see if Matt wants to come down to the driving range as well and just actually see if he can nail that hole in one?
Well, yeah, we'll go for your 5th hole in one, Matty.
Go for number 5 on the range, mate.
Why not? Why not?
Mate, we love your work. Can't wait to have another Long Branch with you very soon, sir, but thank you for your time.
I appreciate y'all. Speak to you next time.
Thanks, legend.
Thanks, Matt.
See you, mate.
You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.